FC Barcelona vs Chelsea FC Champions League 24th of the 4th 2012 SelMcKenzie Selzer-McKenzie. Author D.Selzer-McKenzie. My tip: victory for Barcelona. Barcelona wins difference with 2 goals and moves in the final. Another result in the first semi-final duel has expected the Stamford Bridge come in the Nou Camp Stadium to have the players of Chelsea in front of fans of one's own to a minimal lead over the return match, although many to show that they're in a little better situation than their rivals now. They will have a much more difficult task, and although defend himself of the violent attacks of the Spaniards this time, primarily because Spaniards will get a great support of the platforms. However, the beginning, 24th of the 4th 2012, 20:45. The coaches are Guardiola. The charges, because they were conquered by the archrival Real Madrid in the El Clasico at the last weekend, and to be more precise at home on the Champions League focused at most now. This way they have remained without any chance to defend the title of Master Craftsman. The delay on the King Club is namely 7 now point, and until end of the championship have to be played to 4 rounds only remained, so that it has to be expected hardly that the charges of the coach Mourinho boob even 3 times. If we mention the last defeat of Barcelona, then we must emphasize, they were completely harmless in the attack after a long time, and the fact sounds absolutely unbelievably that the world's best player Messi has not even managed during the whole game to endanger Casillas. In the first leg of the CL against Chelsea FC the situation was, however, quite different, because the Catalans had even 24 shots in the direction of the goal, but they were not definitely lucky, while opponents have had only a right scoring chance and still have converted these. This means that we should get to see a complete dominance of the Spaniards in the Nou Camp, particularly since they will have a great desire to apologize in front of fans of their own. In addition, it is clear to them that they must play extremely offensively, because they need a victory of 2 goals difference for the move in the great final of the Champions League. Therefore Guardiola has announced that it will accumulate with the strongest crew. The again recovered Pique and Fabregas shall be there, while the Abidal heard from former times and Villa will be absent. Expected list: Barcelona: Victor Valdés, Dani Alves, Pique, Puyol, Oriano, Busquets, Xavi, Iniesta, Sanchez, Messi, Fabregas. We already have said that the players of Chelsea have made a very good job 6 days ago, but it is very probably conscious that she is expecting a very difficult examination now for them, because they are in the Nou Camp Stadium to guest, and hardly a team has managed in this stadium lately to avoid defeat. This happened in the El Clasico just at the last weekend, though, so that coach Di Matteo will use similar tactics like Mourinho. They will, however, have to proceed much more defensively, because they do not have any fast players like Ronaldo, Di Maria and Ozil in the attack. However, this does not mean that they will not be dangerous from the counter-attacks and interruptions. You have namely excellent jumpers, so that they will play very much about Drogba, which is a true master in such situations. However, we think that it will be its primary objective to keep the gate of one's own clean as long as possible. We know, though, that Barcelona will be much more dangerous and more offensive this time, so that it is very important for the guests from London that their key players were spared at the last weekend, because combined the Matteo with one in the town derby against Arsenal crew accumulated. This remained unbeaten, and to be more precise, without a collected goal against at the end. Only the injured defender Hughes will be cancelled. Expected list: Chelsea: Sech, Ivanovic, Cahill, Terry, Cole, Mikel, Raul Meireles, Ramires, Lampard, Motta, Drogba. We believe further, after a little unhappy defeat in the first semi-final game in London and one in the stadium of our own in the El Clasico against Real, that it is on the time that the players of Barcelona demonstrate their superior strength in the midfield. Since they need a victory of 2 goals difference for the move in the final of the Champions League, we have decided in favor of this tip.